Let yourself answer this honestly. How long have you been waiting to become perfect before you allow yourself to be loved by you? How long have you said, when I am thinner, calmer, richer, more successful, more healed, more disciplined, more impressive, then I will finally accept myself? My dear, this is the painful trap. Many people do not reject themselves loudly. They reject themselves quietly, every day, with conditions. They say, I will love myself later. But later becomes another later, and the heart keeps waiting outside the door. So this 21-day journey is not here to make you perfect. It is here to help you stop refusing yourself. 21 days is not a magic prison where every wound must disappear by the final morning. Please do not make it mechanical. See it as a beautiful beginning, a gentle period of retraining the inner voice. Each day, you criticize yourself a little less. You soften a little more. You tell the truth a little more kindly. You catch one old sentence before it becomes a weapon. You return to the mirror not to attack, but to meet yourself again. Most of us have practiced self-judgment for many years. We have criticized the body, doubted our worth, compared our lives, replayed old mistakes, and used the past as evidence against ourselves. So self-love is not just a sweet little phrase. It is a practice. It is choosing, again and again, not to abandon yourself in your own mind. It is deciding that cruelty will no longer be your method of growth, because you cannot heal a version of yourself that you keep attacking. A flower does not bloom because you shout at it. It blooms when the conditions around it become safe enough for life to open. Acceptance does not mean you stop growing. This is very important. Some people are afraid that if they accept themselves, they will never change. But self-hatred has never been true growth. It may push you for a while, but it leaves fear in the body. Acceptance says, I see where I am, and I will not use shame to move forward. It says, I can be honest about what needs healing without making myself the enemy. It says, I am allowed to grow from love. This is the foundation of the whole journey. Wholeness is more valuable than perfection. Perfection is a moving target. It always says, not yet, not beautiful enough, not successful enough, not calm enough, not spiritual enough, not lovable enough. Perfection keeps love in the future. Wholeness brings love back to this moment. Wholeness says, here I am, with my light and my awkwardness, my strength and my tenderness, my wisdom and the places where I am still learning. It lets you see the scar without hating the skin. It lets you remember the mistake without becoming the mistake. Say softly, I accept myself as I am, and I allow myself to grow with love. Let this sentence hold both truths. I accept myself now, and I am growing. I am worthy now, and I am learning. I am lovable now, and I am becoming. You do not need to choose between acceptance and transformation. In fact, the deepest transformation often begins when the inner war ends. Now let us listen to the language inside the mind, because the subconscious does not need more judgment. Be very gentle with sentences that begin with, I do not want. I do not want to fail. I do not want to be ugly. I do not want to be poor. I do not want to be abandoned. These sentences may sound protective, but they still place the mind inside failure, shame, lack, and abandonment. The body hears the images. The heart feels the fear. The old story is repeated again, so begin turning your words toward what you want to nourish. Instead of, I do not want to fail, say, I am learning and growing every day. Instead of, I do not want to be abandoned, say, I am safe, loved, and supported. Instead of, I do not want to hate my body, say, I speak to my body with kindness. Feel the difference. One sentence frightens you. The other guides you. One keeps you staring at the wound. The other places a hand on the wound and says, we are healing now. Every repeated thought is an affirmation. If you do not consciously choose words of love, the old mind will often replay the words that hurt you. It may replay a parent's criticism, an old rejection, a teacher's harshness, a partner's silence, a comparison, a shame, a moment when you felt not enough. But you are not helpless before the old recording. You can begin choosing a new one. At first, it may feel unfamiliar. That is all right. A new language often feels strange before it feels like home. And please, dear one, stop frightening yourself with imaginary pain. The mind can be very dramatic when it is afraid. It creates scenes of rejection, failure, loss, embarrassment, abandonment, and judgment. Then the body reacts as if the terrible thing is happening now. The heart races, the stomach tightens, the shoulders rise. You become exhausted from events that have not even arrived. This is why many people feel tired before life has actually asked anything of them. They have been rehearsing disaster all day. We are not denying risk. We are not pretending life has no challenges. We are simply refusing to let fear become the only director of the inner movie. When a painful future scene appears, pause and ask, is there a gentler possibility? Maybe the conversation will be easier than you think. Maybe you will receive help. Maybe a door will open after a delay. Maybe you will handle it with more strength than you imagine. Maybe even if something is difficult, you will not abandon yourself through it. Say gently, I do not frighten myself with imaginary pain. I choose thoughts that support my healing. Let this be your first step into the 21 days. Not perfection, not pressure, not another reason to criticize yourself. Just a loving beginning. Today, you are allowed to stop rejecting yourself. Today, you are allowed to speak differently. Today, you are allowed to imagine a softer path. Today, you are allowed to accept yourself as you are and grow with love. So place your hand on your heart and repeat, I accept myself as I am. I am learning and growing every day. I am safe, loved, and supported. I speak to my body with kindness. I do not frighten myself with imaginary pain. I choose thoughts that support my healing. Now, my dear, let us slow down and continue this journey with the tenderness it deserves, because learning to love yourself is not something we rush through like another task on a list. This is not a project where you try to fix yourself in 21 days. This is not a performance where you must become more spiritual, more disciplined, more beautiful, more successful, more peaceful, or more acceptable before you are allowed to be kind to yourself. This is a homecoming. And sometimes, when a person has been away from themselves for a long time, even the road back home must be walked slowly, gently, and with great compassion. So please breathe. You are not late. You are not failing. You are not behind. You are here, and here is always a holy place to begin again. One of the first things you must learn on this journey is how to say no. I know this can feel frightening, especially if you have been trained to be pleasing, helpful, available, agreeable, and easy to love. Many tender people were praised not for being honest, but for being convenient. They learned to smile when they were tired, to agree when they felt uncomfortable, to say it is fine when something hurt, and to carry more than their share because they did not want to disappoint anyone. But my dear, if you always say yes when your heart is whispering no, you are quietly teaching yourself that your needs are not important. And after a while, the soul becomes tired, the body becomes heavy, the heart becomes resentful. Then you may blame yourself for feeling weak, when really you are only exhausted from leaving yourself too many times. Boundaries are a necessary part of self-love. A boundary does not mean you have stopped being kind. A boundary does not mean you no longer care. A boundary is not a punishment you give to another person. It is a sacred instruction you give to your own life. It says, "This is where I can love from without losing myself." It says, "I will not continue to betray my body, my peace, my truth, or my energy in order to keep everyone comfortable." A boundary can be gentle. A boundary can be quiet. A boundary can be spoken with love. It may sound like, "I cannot do that today." It may sound like, "I need time to think." It may sound like, "That does not feel right for me." It may sound like, "I am going to rest now." You do not need to decorate every no with a long explanation. Sometimes your no is complete because your body has already told the truth. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed not to answer immediately. You are allowed to leave a conversation that keeps injuring your heart. You are allowed to choose peace over popularity. You are allowed to disappoint someone if the only way to please them is to abandon yourself. A timely no can be a deep yes to your own spirit. A no to overgiving can be a yes to health. A no to drama can be a yes to calm. A no to one more responsibility can be a yes to sleep. A no to being used can be a yes to dignity. So when guilt comes, and it may come at first, place your hand on your heart and say, "I protect my energy with love. My needs matter. My peace matters." Let that sentence be a warm light inside you. You are not becoming selfish. You are becoming whole. And then, as you learn to protect your energy, you must also learn to nourish your soul with praise. Many people think self-praise is arrogance, but that is not true. Self-praise is not standing above others. It is not saying you are better than anyone. It is simply looking at your own effort with loving eyes. It is saying, "I see you. I see how hard you have tried. I see the quiet ways you kept going when no one noticed." So many people only notice themselves when they make a mistake. They remember the awkward sentence, the missed chance, the old pattern, the one thing they did not finish, the one emotion they could not control, but they forget the courage it took to keep living. They forget the mornings they got out of bed with a heavy heart. They forget the moments they chose not to give up. They forget the tiny acts of healing that no one applauded. Your soul needs kind words. It cannot live forever on criticism. Imagine a child trying to grow while being scolded every hour. That child may obey for a while, but they will not bloom. Your inner world is the same. If the only time you speak to yourself is when you are disappointed, your heart will begin to fear your attention. It will hide from you. It will not feel safe enough to grow. So begin praising small things. Today I tried. Today I paused before reacting. Today I told the truth a little more. Today I rested instead of forcing. Today I chose a kinder thought. Today I did not abandon myself completely. These are not small victories. These are signs of a new relationship with yourself. Stand before the mirror and say, I am proud of myself for trying. I am proud of myself for healing. I am proud of myself for being here. If these words feel strange, that is all right. If you want to look away, that is all right. If a part of you says, I do not believe this, answer gently, I am learning. The discomfort does not mean the words are false. It may simply mean you are not used to hearing kindness from your own mouth. Let the mirror become less of a courtroom and more of a doorway. Let it be a place where you meet yourself, not inspect yourself. Let your eyes learn to become friendly again. Let your face become someone you do not attack. Let the person in the mirror hear, day by day, I am with you now. Please, dear one, do not wait until you reach every goal before you begin loving yourself. This is one of the deepest traps of the human heart. We say, after I lose weight, I will love my body. After I become successful, I will respect myself. After someone chooses me, I will feel worthy. After I stop feeling anxious, I will be kind to myself. After I become disciplined, healed, calm, beautiful, and impressive, then I will finally deserve my own love. But do you hear the pain in that? That is not love. That is a reward system. That is making self-acceptance a prize at the end of perfection. And perfection keeps moving farther away. If you only love yourself when you meet a certain condition, your love will always feel unsafe. One mistake will threaten it. One difficult day will remove it. One old pattern will make you feel unworthy again. But true self-love begins before the transformation is complete. It begins with willingness. You do not need to believe 100%. You do not need to feel radiant and confident every morning. You only need to become willing to speak a little more softly, willing to stop attacking the body, willing to pause before saying yes, willing to forgive one old mistake, willing to look in the mirror without cruelty, willing to choose one action today that cares for your life. Say gently, I am willing to love and accept myself today. This is one of the most beautiful beginnings. It does not force you to pretend. It does not demand that you suddenly love every part of yourself with perfect faith. It only asks for a small opening. Willingness is a door. It may be narrow at first, but light can enter through even a narrow door. When you say, I am willing, life hears you. Your body hears you. The frightened parts of you hear you. They begin to feel, perhaps for the first time, that you are no longer trying to destroy them in order to become better. Now let us walk through the 21 days as 3 gentle stages. The first stage, days 1 through 7, is awareness and confrontation. But please do not let the word confrontation feel harsh. We are not confronting yourself as an enemy. We are lovingly turning on the light. We are looking at what has been running in the background. We are noticing the voice you have been living with. During these first 7 days, do not rush to change everything. First, listen. What is the sentence of self-judgment that repeats most often? Is it, I am not enough? I am too much? I always fail? I am ugly? I am behind? No one will love the real me? Write it down. Let the hidden voice become visible. This first week is also a time to notice the beliefs you carry about your body, money, love, and worth. What did you learn about being beautiful? What did you learn about being successful? What did you learn about receiving? What did you learn about rest? What did you learn about needing help? What did you learn about being chosen? Some of these beliefs may not even belong to you. They may have been handed to you by family, culture, old relationships, school, religion, society, or painful experiences. You may have been living inside someone else's conclusions. And now, with tenderness, you begin asking, is this truly mine? Does this belief still support my life? Or is it time to release it? During days 1 through 7, begin mirror work for 1 minute each day. 1 minute is enough. Stand before the mirror, breathe, and say, I am willing to accept myself today. I am learning to be my own friend. You may feel awkward. You may feel emotional. You may feel nothing at all. You may even feel resistance. Let all of it be there. The goal is not to have a perfect spiritual experience. The goal is to show up every time you stand there without attacking yourself. You teach your heart something new. You teach it that the mirror does not have to be a weapon. You teach it that your own gaze can become safe. The deep lesson of the first week is this: discomfort does not mean the affirmation is wrong. It only means your mind is not used to being loved in a new language. If someone has spoken harshly to you for years, kindness may feel suspicious at first. If you have criticized your body for years, gratitude may feel unnatural at first. If you have measured your worth through achievement for years, acceptance may feel lazy or dangerous at first. Be patient. The nervous system often needs repetition before it believes safety is real. Do not quit because love feels unfamiliar. Keep practicing until gentleness becomes a place you can live. The second stage, days 8 through 14, is purification and forgiveness. This is where you begin releasing the old layers of self-blame, resentment, and pain that have made it difficult to love yourself. You forgive yourself for what you did not understand before. You forgive yourself for staying too long, trusting too quickly, being silent, reacting from fear, abandoning your needs, or believing you had to earn love by overgiving. Please hear this gently. The old version of you was not foolish. They were trying to survive. They were doing the best they could with the awareness they had. Today's wisdom should not become a weapon against yesterday's self. In this second week, look gently at the way your early environment shaped your self-image. How did your parents, family, teachers, community, or culture teach you to judge yourself? Were you praised only when you performed well? Were you loved more when you were quiet, useful, obedient, or easy? Were your feelings welcomed, or were they treated as too much? Were you taught that rest is laziness, that money is unsafe, that beauty is never enough, that love must be earned, that good people always sacrifice? You are not looking at these things to blame forever. You are looking so you can stop carrying them unconsciously. This is also the week of the inner child. There is a younger part of you that may still be waiting for someone to come back and say, you were lovable all along. That child may still be trying to be perfect. That child may still fear rejection. That child may still believe love disappears if they make a mistake. So write a letter to your younger self. Begin with, I understand why you were scared. Then let the words flow. I understand why you tried so hard. I understand why you stayed quiet. I understand why you wanted approval. I understand why you felt alone. I understand why you thought you had to become someone else to be loved. Let the child in you be understood, not corrected. Place your hand on your heart and say, "Little one, you are safe with me now. I will not abandon you again." Say it slowly. This does not mean you will never have a difficult day. It means you are making a new promise. You will not turn against yourself when you feel afraid. You will not shame yourself when old pain rises. You will not leave your own heart just because someone else did not know how to hold it. Forgiveness is not saying the past did not hurt. Forgiveness is deciding that the past will no longer be used as evidence that you are unworthy. The third stage, days 15 through 21, is creation and integration. By now, you are not only noticing old patterns and forgiving old pain, you are beginning to build a new identity. This is where self-love becomes daily behavior. You install new affirmations. You practice healthy boundaries. You receive compliments, help, money, kindness, love, and opportunity without shrinking. You begin living as someone who is learning to believe, "I am worthy of good," not as a performance, not as arrogance, but as a quiet inner standard. This is the stage where you ask, how would a person who loves themselves live today? They might rest before they collapse. They might speak one honest sentence. They might stop chasing someone who makes them anxious. They might eat in a way that supports the body. They might move gently. They might clean a corner of their home. They might receive a compliment by saying, "Thank you, I receive that." They might pay attention to money with respect instead of fear. They might say no to what drains them. They might say yes to what expands them. Self-love is not only a feeling, it is a pattern of choices. Receiving is a very powerful part of this final week. Many people who struggle with self-love are excellent givers, but they become uncomfortable when life gives back. They deny compliments. They feel guilty when helped. They mistrust good timing. They wonder if love is truly meant for them. So practice receiving. When someone praises you, do not shrink. When someone helps you, do not immediately apologize for needing support. When something good comes, say, "This good is allowed to stay." Receiving is a sign that you have stopped seeing yourself as the one who must always go without. You are no longer only surviving. You are allowing yourself to be nourished. Each night during days 15 through 21, write 3 lines. First, today, how did I love myself? Be specific. Maybe you drank water. Maybe you did not insult your body. Maybe you paused before reacting. Maybe you rested. Maybe you told the truth. Maybe you allowed help. Second, where did I stop self-judgment today? Maybe you caught one cruel thought. Maybe you forgave a mistake faster. Maybe you refused to turn one difficult moment into an identity. Third, tomorrow, what kinder thing will I choose? This turns self-love into a living practice. It gives your mind evidence. It tells the body, we are changing through love. After the 21 days, the journey continues. Self-love is not a destination you reach once and then never practice again. It is the way you return home. So keep 7 pillars with you. The first pillar is to speak kindly. Speak to yourself as you would speak to a dear friend who is hurting. If you would not say it to someone you love, pause before saying it to yourself. The second pillar is to choose needs over impulses. There is a difference between true care and temporary escape. Sometimes the loving choice is rest, not scrolling. Water, not more pressure. Silence, not the message sent from pain. A boundary, not people-pleasing. The third pillar is to protect your energy. Not every conversation deserves access to your spirit. Not every opinion deserves a room inside your mind. Not every person gets to walk through your inner home with muddy shoes. Your peace is sacred. The fourth pillar is to praise small progress. Do not wait until you are completely transformed to say, I am proud of myself. Praise the little moments. Praise the return. Praise the effort. Praise the breath before the reaction. Praise the day you began again. The soul grows where it is encouraged. The fifth pillar is to calm the fear stories. Do not frighten yourself with imaginary pain. When the mind creates scenes of rejection, failure, or disaster, say, is there a gentler possibility? You are not denying life. You are refusing to let fear be the only storyteller. The sixth pillar is to receive without guilt. Let good come. Let praise land. Let help support you. Let love and abundance find you without needing to apologize for being blessed. The seventh pillar is to begin again. This may be the most important one of all. If one day you forget to love yourself, begin again the next day. Do not use one hard day as proof that the whole journey has failed. My dear, these 21 days are not meant to make you perfect. They are here to help you stop seeing yourself as the enemy. They are here to help you speak to yourself with mercy. They are here to help you understand that wholeness is far more valuable than perfection. A whole person is not flawless. A whole person can hold both tenderness and strength, light and shadow, progress and imperfection. A whole person says, I am still learning, and I am still worthy of love. Self-love is not the end of the road. It is the way you walk the road. It is how you speak to yourself when you fall. It is how you return when you forget. It is how you feed your body, protect your energy, choose your relationships, forgive the past, and receive the future. It is how you stop using shame as fuel and begin using kindness as soil. And from that soil, new life grows. So begin today, not when everything is solved, not when your body looks different, not when your bank account changes, not when someone finally chooses you, not when the past feels completely healed. Begin with willingness. Begin with one mirror moment. Begin with one honest no. Begin with one sentence of praise. Begin with one old belief written down and questioned. Begin with one breath where you do not attack yourself. Say these final affirmations slowly, as if you are giving them to the deepest part of your heart. I accept myself now. I love myself deeply. I am willing to change with kindness. I am whole, worthy, and safe to be me. Let the words move through the body. Let them touch the places that have felt rejected. Let them reach the child within. Let them bless the version of you who is tired of fighting themselves. Let them become a new beginning. If you are ready to step into this 21-day journey of loving and accepting yourself, write in the comments, I accept and love myself deeply. And as you write it, let it be more than a comment. Let it be a vow. Let it be the moment you stop waiting to become perfect before you become kind. Let it be the moment you decide that your own heart is no longer a place of punishment, but a home of healing. You are not here to reject yourself into becoming whole. You are here to love yourself back into wholeness, one gentle day at a time. Hello, my dear friend. How is your heart today? Before we begin, take one soft breath with me and let your shoulders come down just a little. I know how tiring it can be to chase something you deeply want, to chase a person's attention, to chase an answer, to chase a door that keeps moving farther away, to chase a blessing while wondering, if I stop trying so hard, will I lose it forever? But sweetheart, let us speak gently to that frightened part of you today. What is truly meant for you will not require you to abandon your peace, your dignity, or your own tender heart in order to keep it. Chasing often begins with fear. It begins with the belief that if you do not hold tightly enough, love will leave, opportunity will pass, money will disappear, or life will forget you. The body becomes tense. The mind begins to check, control, predict, and overthink. You may keep reaching for someone who gives you very little. You may keep knocking on a door that makes you feel smaller every time you stand before it. You may keep saying yes, explaining yourself, lowering your needs, and pretending you are fine because somewhere inside you believe this may be your only chance. But love, real love, never asks you to erase yourself. A right blessing does not need you to live in panic to prove you deserve it. This is a beautiful lesson to remember. What is meant for you will not require you to abandon yourself. It may require patience, yes. It may require growth, preparation, courage, honesty, and action. Sometimes the right thing asks you to become more mature. Sometimes it asks you to speak more clearly, choose more wisely, or trust more deeply. But it will not ask you to beg. It will not ask you to shrink. It will not ask you to betray your values, silence your truth, or live in constant anxiety just to keep a place in someone else's life. The right thing may stretch you, but it will not destroy your sense of self. So today, we are moving from chasing to trusting, from control to alignment, from lack to returning to yourself. This does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you become cold, passive, or closed. It means you stop making one person, one opportunity, one result, or one timeline the source of your entire safety. You come home to yourself and say, I can desire this, but I will not lose myself for it. I can take action, but I will not act from panic. I can love, but I will not abandon myself to be loved back. Often, what we chase outside is something we have not yet remembered inside. We chase peace through another person's response. We chase safety through approval. We chase happiness through a future event. And yet the seed of all these things already lives within us. Peace does not begin when everything finally becomes perfect. Peace begins when you stop allowing one outcome to control your entire inner world. Say softly, peace begins when I stop chasing what makes me lose myself. Let that sentence enter your body. Let it touch the places that have been running, waiting, checking, and hoping someone else would finally give you permission to rest. You can want something deeply and still remain connected to yourself. You can hope for the message and still put the phone down. You can prepare for the opportunity and still sleep at night. You can love someone and still refuse to disappear for them. This is the beginning of peace. Peace is not always the absence of desire. Peace is the presence of self-respect inside desire. It says, I am open, but I am not empty. I am willing, but I am not desperate. I trust, but I do not chase what keeps wounding me. Safety is also within you, more deeply than you may realize. Of course, it is natural to want to be loved, chosen, seen, and reassured. We are human. We need tenderness and connection. But the deepest safety begins when you stop leaving yourself in order to make someone else stay. It begins when you stand beside your own heart and say, I will not turn against you just because someone is uncertain. I will not punish you because a door is closed. I will not make your worth depend on someone's ability to recognize it. When you are on your own side, you no longer cling so tightly to what hurts you. Happiness is also not something you must postpone until life gives you every answer. Happiness can begin as a small reunion with yourself in the present moment. A quiet room, a warm drink, a hand on your heart. A moment when you do not argue with life, a decision not to chase today. A little smile that comes because you remembered, I am still here. I still belong to myself. When you stop postponing every bit of joy until the blessing arrives, your energy becomes lighter. You become softer. You become more open. You stop asking the blessing to rescue you, and you begin meeting it from a fuller place. Now let us speak about divine timing. Not every delay is rejection. I know the waiting can feel painful. I know the closed door can feel personal. I know silence can awaken old fears. But there are moments in life when what looks like loss is actually protection. A door may close because it no longer matches the person you are becoming. A person may leave because your soul was shrinking in a place that could not love you fully. A plan may fall apart because it was too small for the life that is trying to unfold through you. Sometimes a failure redirects you to the path you would not have chosen but deeply needed. Sometimes a rejection frees you from something that could have kept you tied to a smaller version of yourself. Sometimes the waiting season ripens you. It helps you become strong enough, loving enough, clear enough, and grounded enough to receive the good without sabotaging it. If the blessing came before you believed you were worthy of it, you might push it away. If the relationship came before you had learned self-respect, you might lose yourself inside it. If the opportunity came before your inner world was ready, you might be too frightened to stand in it. So breathe, dear one. Life is not punishing you. Life may be redirecting you. Life may be preparing you for something more aligned. And while you wait, you do not need to chase what costs you your peace. Return to yourself. Return to your body. Return to your joy. Return to the quiet knowing that what is truly meant for you can find you without requiring you to become less than who you are. Say gently now, I stop chasing what makes me lose myself. I trust divine timing. I return to my own heart. What is meant for me can meet me in peace, dignity, and love. Now, dear one, let us talk about detachment in the gentlest way, because many people hear the word detach and think it means they must stop wanting, stop caring, stop loving, stop hoping, or become cold toward life. But that is not true detachment. Detachment is not the death of desire. Detachment is desire without desperation. You may still want the relationship, the opportunity, the healing, the answer, the blessing, the new beginning. You may still pray for it, imagine it, prepare for it, open your heart to it, and take honest action toward it. But you no longer let that desire become the master of your peace. You no longer place your entire worth in whether it arrives today, whether someone chooses you today, whether the door opens exactly the way your mind demanded. Detachment says, I desire this, but I do not depend on it for my worth. Feel that sentence slowly. It does not reject the desire. It does not make you pretend you are above wanting. It simply returns your dignity to you. It says, I can welcome what is beautiful, but I will not collapse without it. I can love, but I will not lose myself. I can hope, but I will not punish my body with panic while I wait. This is a very loving state to practice. It is not indifference. It is inner freedom. You are no longer chained to one outcome as if it is the only proof that life loves you. You may know you are holding too tightly when you begin checking constantly. Checking the phone, checking someone's tone, checking signs, checking timing, checking whether the universe has answered yet. You may begin interpreting every small thing as proof that it is coming or proof that it is leaving. You may feel afraid when someone else receives what you want first. You may lose sleep over a result that has not happened. You may ask, am I not good enough? Again and again, as if one answer, one person, one chance, one delay, or one silence has the authority to define your value. When you notice these signs, please do not shame yourself. They are not proof that you are weak. They are proof that a frightened part of you is asking to feel safe. So place a hand over your heart and say, I desire it, but I do not depend on it for my worth. I welcome what is meant for me, and I release what is not aligned. Let the words be soft. Let them loosen the grip in the chest, the stomach, the jaw, the shoulders. You are not saying, I do not care. You are saying, I care, and I also belong to myself. That is the difference. A person who has returned to themselves does not need to chase in the same way. They can take action, but the action has peace in it. They can wait, but the waiting does not become self-torture. They can love, but the love does not become self-abandonment. And this is why meditation becomes so helpful. Meditation is not forcing the mind to be silent. Please release that idea. If you sit down and thoughts appear, you have not failed. Minds think. That is what they do. Meditation is the practice of noticing a thought without being pulled into every story it offers. It is learning to say, there is fear, there is longing, there is impatience, there is an old memory, there is the urge to chase, and instead of obeying it immediately, you breathe, you watch, you return. Slowly, you begin to understand that not every thought is a command, and not every feeling is a truth. When the mind becomes quieter, you begin to distinguish intuition from fear. Fear is often frantic. It pushes, rushes, panics, demands certainty, and makes your body feel smaller. Intuition is usually calmer. It may be strong, but it does not scream. It feels clear, simple, and steady. Fear says, do this now or everything will be lost. Intuition says, this is the next honest step. Fear makes you chase. Intuition helps you align. And dear one, when you are always running, it is very difficult to hear intuition. The inner water must become a little still before it can reflect what is true. Imagine a lake. When the surface is disturbed, everything reflected in it becomes distorted. The trees bend strangely. The sky breaks into pieces. The moon looks shattered. But when the water becomes still, the reflection clears. Your mind is similar. When the inner world is agitated, you may misread the signs of life. You may think a delay is rejection. You may think silence means abandonment. You may think discomfort means danger. You may think desire means destiny. You may think fear means warning. But when the mind settles, you begin to see more clearly what to hold, what to release, and what is truly calling you. Practice for 3 minutes. Sit quietly. Breathe slowly. Let the body be supported. When a thought passes through, do not fight it. Simply say, "This is only a thought. I do not have to follow it." Then let it drift. Another thought may come. Let that one drift too. You are not trying to empty the sky. You are learning not to chase every cloud. After a few breaths, ask yourself, what in me needs love right now? This question is very tender. Instead of asking, how do I control this? Or how do I make them choose me? You are asking, what part of me is hurting? What part of me feels unsafe? What part of me needs my attention? This question brings you back home. Now we must speak about self-worth, because chasing often begins when you forget your own value. When you believe you must be chosen in order to be enough, you may begin trading away your standards, your needs, your voice, and your inner knowing. You may tolerate confusion because you are afraid clarity will make someone leave. You may accept too little because you fear asking for more will close the door. You may say yes while your whole body is whispering no. You may keep trying to prove that you deserve love, money, opportunity, respect, or kindness. But what is right for you will not ask you to betray your soul in order to receive it. Let this be a loving question. Am I pursuing this from love or from fear that I have no other choice? Do not answer too quickly. Feel it in the body. When something is pursued from love, even if it requires courage, you often feel expanded. You feel more honest, more alive, more connected to your values. You may feel nervous, but not erased. When something is pursued from fear, the body often contracts. You feel smaller, desperate, tense, ashamed, or willing to abandon yourself just to keep it. This is information. Your body may be telling you, this is not peace. This is old fear asking to be healed. The right person does not need you to become someone else to be loved. The right opportunity does not require you to silence your gifts, your dignity, or your truth. The right blessing does not steal your long-term peace. It may challenge you, yes. It may invite growth, responsibility, patience, and maturity, but it will not keep you living in permanent panic. If you constantly have to chase, shrink, beg, over-explain, and abandon yourself to keep something close, ask gently, is this love or is this fear dressed as attachment? Please be compassionate with the version of you who chased before. Do not judge them. They were not foolish. They were afraid. Maybe they had been abandoned before. Maybe they did not know safety could exist within. Maybe they thought that if they tried harder, loved harder, worked harder, gave more, waited longer, accepted less, then finally they would be chosen. Can you see that part of you with tenderness? Can you say, I understand why you held on so tightly. You were only trying to feel safe. You were only trying not to be left behind. You were only trying to be loved. Compassion begins with the way you treat yourself. If you attack yourself for chasing, you only repeat the old wound. You become another harsh voice inside. Instead, say, I forgive myself for the ways I abandoned myself when I was afraid. I forgive myself for confusing anxiety with love. I forgive myself for staying where I felt small. I forgive myself for not knowing another way then. I am learning now. This is not an excuse. This is healing. You can take responsibility without cruelty. You can see clearly without self-hatred. You can change without making your past self the enemy. Forgiveness does not mean the past did not matter. It does not mean what happened was okay. It does not mean you must invite people back into your life or pretend you were not hurt. Forgiveness means you decide not to carry resentment like a chain around your own heart. You release the belief that staying angry is the only way to protect yourself. You do not free the other person first. You free yourself first. You say, I will take the lesson. I will keep the wisdom. I will set the boundary if needed. But I will not let this old pain be the ruler of my energy forever. As you become less judgmental toward yourself, something beautiful happens. You often become less bitter toward others too. When you understand your own pain, you do not need to turn every person into an enemy. You can see more clearly. Some people were not meant to stay. Some doors were not aligned. Some experiences taught you boundaries. Some disappointments showed you where you were still abandoning yourself. Compassion softens your energy, but it does not remove your discernment. It allows you to move forward without a closed heart. And when your energy softens, what is right for you can come closer because you are no longer surrounded by the sharp edges of resentment. There are signs that you are no longer chasing. The first sign is that you stop forcing answers to arrive immediately. You still desire clarity. You still appreciate honesty. You still want to know where you stand. But you no longer torture yourself while waiting. You do not make every hour of silence a verdict on your worth. You do not treat uncertainty as proof that you have been abandoned by life. You breathe. You return. You say, clarity will come. I can be with myself until it does. That is growth. Another sign is that you return to caring for your own life. You eat, you sleep, you work, you clean the room, you pray, you meditate, you speak with friends, you take care of your body. You reconnect with the person you are outside of the desire. This is very important. When you are chasing, one thing can take over the whole day. One person, one answer, one possibility, one fear. But when you stop chasing, you remember, my life is still mine. My body still needs care. My home still needs love. My heart still needs gentleness. My purpose still needs attention. You stop letting what has not arrived destroy what is already here. Another sign is that you no longer feel jealous of someone else's path in the same painful way. You may still notice longing because you are human, but you understand that what belongs to them does not take away what belongs to you. Their love does not cancel your love. Their opportunity does not erase your opportunity. Their timing does not shame your timing. You can bless what others receive and still trust your own life. This is freedom from comparison. It allows your heart to stop living as if the world has only one blessing and someone else took it. The greatest sign is peace before the result. This is deep. When you can feel a measure of peace even before the answer arrives, you know something inside has shifted. You are no longer waiting for everything to be finished before you feel okay. You are no longer making your well-being dependent on the final outcome. You can say, I do not know yet, but I am still here. I am still safe within myself. I am still guided. I can still live today. That peace is not weakness. It is mastery. It is the soul remembering itself. Now let us create a reset for the moments when you feel the urge to chase. Pause and ask, what am I afraid of losing? Be honest. Maybe you are afraid of losing love, maybe approval, maybe a dream, maybe security, maybe the feeling of being chosen, maybe the identity you built around a certain outcome. Naming the fear helps you stop being controlled by it. Then ask, am I abandoning myself to keep this? This question may feel uncomfortable, but it is loving. Are you ignoring your needs? Are you silencing your truth? Are you accepting crumbs? Are you sending messages from panic? Are you saying yes when your soul is tired? This question brings you back into self-respect. Then ask, if this were truly meant for me, how would I act from peace? This question changes everything. Maybe you would wait instead of sending the anxious message. Maybe you would speak clearly instead of hinting. Maybe you would prepare instead of obsessing. Maybe you would rest instead of overchecking. Maybe you would say no to what does not honor you. Maybe you would take one calm step and let life meet you. What is meant for you does not need your panic. It needs your presence. Rewrite the energy. Instead of saying, I must have it, write, what is meant for me can meet me in peace. Instead of saying, if I lose it, I will not be okay, write, I am safe within myself. Life supports me. Instead of saying, I need to know right now, write, I allow divine timing to reveal what is right. These sentences do not erase desire. They cleanse it. They take the fear out of the driver's seat and invite trust to return. Then choose one aligned action, not the action that panic demands, the action that self-respect suggests. Do not text from desperation. Do not decide while the fear of abandonment is loud. Do not say yes only because you are afraid the opportunity will disappear. Do not accept treatment that teaches your inner child they must beg to be loved. Choose one small action that says, I am with myself. Maybe that action is silence for an hour. Maybe it is taking a walk. Maybe it is writing the truth in your journal before speaking. Maybe it is preparing your work. Maybe it is sending a message from calm instead of fear. Maybe it is letting the door close without chasing it down the street. Dear one, you do not need to chase what makes you lose yourself. You do not need to force a door open with fear. You do not need to turn love, opportunity, or blessing into a race where your peace is the price of entry. What is right can meet you in peace. What is aligned can still require action, yes, but not self-betrayal. What is meant for you can ask for courage, but not constant panic. It can ask for growth, but not the death of your dignity. Carry these sentences with you. What is meant for me will find me. I am already safe within myself. I release what is not aligned with love. Life is guiding me in perfect timing. I stop chasing and return to peace. Let them become a soft place inside you. Say them when the phone is quiet. Say them when the door is uncertain. Say them when someone else receives what you wanted. Say them when the old urge to run after something rises in the body. Let them remind you that you are not powerless just because you are waiting. You are not unworthy just because something is unclear. You are not abandoned just because timing has not revealed itself yet. And if tears come as you stop chasing, let them come. Sometimes we cry not because we lost the thing, but because we are finally returning to ourselves after leaving for so long. Sometimes peace feels strange at first because anxiety has been the rhythm we knew. Be patient. You are learning a new way of loving, a new way of waiting, a new way of trusting life. You are learning to desire without disappearing. You are learning to open without clinging. You are learning to release without closing your heart. So breathe now. Place your hand on your heart. Come back to the body. Come back to the room. Come back to today. If it is meant for you, it does not need your panic to find you. If it is not aligned, your chasing will not make it good for your soul. Let the right things arrive through peace, truth, timing, and self-respect. Let life show you what can stay without you begging. Let love meet you where you are, whole. Let opportunity meet you where you are ready. Let blessings meet you where your hands are open but not desperate. If you believe that what belongs to you will arrive in the right time, write in the comments, "What is meant for me will find me." Let this be more than a sentence. Let it be a turning point. Let it be the day you stop running after what keeps taking you away from yourself. Let it be the day you return to peace, return to dignity, return to your own heart. What is meant for you will find you. And when it does, may it meet a version of you who is no longer chasing, but standing calmly in love, ready to receive what is truly aligned. Why can one short sentence free the mind? Let me explain it in a scientific way. When the mind is suffering, it is often not only because something is happening outside of you, it is also because the nervous system has attached your safety, your peace, or your worth to one specific outcome. The mind says, "This must happen, or I will not be okay." It says, "This person must choose me. This plan must work. This answer must come today. This door must open exactly the way I imagined." And when the mind believes there is only one acceptable ending, the body begins to react as if survival itself is at risk. The breath becomes shallow, the chest tightens, the stomach clenches, and the thoughts begin circling the same fear again and again. A short sentence can help because it gives the mind a new pathway. It interrupts the loop. It does not erase emotion, and it does not ask you to pretend that you do not care. It simply gives the brain something steadier to hold. In psychology and nervous system language, we might say that a phrase can become a regulation cue. It can signal safety. It can redirect attention. It can help the body move from panic into a more grounded state. This is why simple words, repeated with softness, can be so powerful, not because the words are magic by themselves, but because the state they create inside you begins to change the way you think, choose, breathe, and respond. These 5 phrases are like small switches. They are not meant to deny your feelings. If you are sad, you can be sad. If you are afraid, you can acknowledge the fear. If you are disappointed, you do not need to smile falsely. But these phrases help you stop drowning in the first wave of emotion. They give the adult part of you something calm to say to the frightened part. Each phrase works on a different layer: attachment to outcome, control, safety, adversity, and trust. And when the right phrase meets the right fear, something inside begins to loosen. The first phrase is, "I'm good either way." Say it gently. Do not say it with bitterness. Do not say it as if you are trying to prove that you do not care. This phrase does not mean, "I have no desire." It does not mean, "Nothing matters to me." My peace and my worth are not completely dependent on one result. It means I can want this, but I do not need to lose myself if it unfolds differently. It means I am still whole even before the answer comes. Use this phrase when you are waiting for a message. Use it when you are waiting for a job response. Use it when you are wondering whether someone will choose you or leave. Use it when a plan feels uncertain and your mind begins to make one outcome the center of your life. The anxious mind says, if this does not happen, I cannot be okay. But the healing mind says, I'm good either way. I may feel disappointed. I may need a moment. I may grieve. But I will not disappear. I will not abandon myself. I will not place my dignity in someone else's hands. This phrase returns your power to you. It cuts the emotional cord that says, only this can save me. And dear one, that is freedom, because you can still desire beautiful things. You can still pray. You can still hope. You can still take action, but you are no longer begging life from a place of inner collapse. You are standing within yourself. You are saying, I am open to good, but I am not empty without it. That is a very different energy. Imagine waiting for a message from someone you care about. The old mind checks the phone, creates stories, imagines rejection, and begins shrinking. But then you pause, place your hand on your heart, and say, I'm good either way. If they come closer, I will meet it with clarity. If they do not, I will still belong to myself. If the answer is yes, I will receive it. If the answer is no, I will be guided elsewhere. This does not make you cold. It makes you safe inside your own being. Imagine waiting for a job answer. The old mind says, if they do not choose me, I am not good enough. But you say, I'm good either way. If this door opens, beautiful. If it does not, my value remains. My skills remain. My path remains. Another door can find me. The answer may guide me, but it does not define me. This is how the sentence heals. It teaches the nervous system that uncertainty is uncomfortable, but it is not the same as danger. The second phrase is, the universe does it. Now let us be very clear. This phrase does not mean you do nothing. It does not mean you avoid responsibility or wait for life to fix everything while you refuse to participate. It means that after you have done your part, you stop interfering with anxiety. You stop trying to mentally control every person, every timeline, every detail, every invisible movement. You do your honest work, and then you let life arrange what your small mind cannot arrange alone. There are moments when you have sent the email, had the conversation, prepared the application, apologized, made the decision, done the work, planted the seed, and yet the outcome is not visible. The mind wants to keep pushing. It wants to check, repeat, worry, rehearse, manipulate, predict, and control. But this is where you breathe and say, the universe does it. I have done my part. Life can now do what life does. Connections can happen. Timing can unfold. People can make choices. Doors can open or close. What is meant for my good can find its way. This phrase helps you put down the burden without putting down your faith. It says, I am not responsible for controlling every variable. And oh, how freeing that is. Many of us carry invisible responsibilities that were never ours. We try to control how others feel when they answer, what they choose, how they perceive us, whether the plan works perfectly, whether the future arrives on schedule. That is too heavy for one heart. The universe does it means there is a larger intelligence moving with me. I can cooperate, but I do not have to carry the whole sky. Use this phrase when you have tried and the result is still unclear. Use it when there are too many moving parts outside your control. Use it when the mind wants to manage every detail because it is afraid of being disappointed. Say, the universe does it, not with resignation, but with trust. Not as an escape, but as surrender. Not as laziness, but as emotional wisdom. You have your part, and life has its part. Peace comes when you stop trying to do both. There are things the small mind cannot arrange, but life can. The small mind sees only the surface. It sees the delay, the silence, the closed door, the confusing timing. But life may be moving people, preparing conditions, protecting you from what is not aligned, and guiding you towards something you could not yet imagine. When you say, the universe does it, you allow space for unseen order. You stop crowding the process with fear. You begin to trust that what is truly meant for your growth, healing, and highest good does not need to be forced through panic. So today, when the mind grips one outcome, say, I'm good either way. When the mind tries to control what is no longer yours to control, say, the universe does it. Let these phrases become soft hands on the shoulders of your anxious self. Let them remind you that you can care without clinging, act without panic, hope without collapsing, and surrender without giving up. You are not powerless. You are learning where your power truly belongs. Well, let's continue, dear one, and let us place a hand over the heart for a moment. Because the next phrase is one of the most important phrases you can ever give to the frightened part of yourself. I am safe. Say it softly, not as a command, but as a reassurance. The mind may be telling you that something is wrong, something is coming, something will leave, something will fail, something will break, or something will be too much to bear. But before you believe every fear as truth, pause and come back into this present moment. Feel the chair beneath you, the ground beneath your feet, the air moving in and out of your body. Often the feeling of fear is real, but the danger may not be happening in this exact moment. I am safe is a phrase that brings the nervous system back to now. It teaches the body that a memory is not the same as the present, a fear is not the same as a fact, and a sensation is not always a signal that you are truly in danger. When you are afraid of being abandoned, say, I am safe. When you are afraid of failing, say, I am safe. When the chest becomes heavy, the stomach tightens, the throat closes, the shoulders rise, or the mind whispers, I cannot handle this. Say, I am safe. You are not saying that everything is perfect. You are saying, in this breath, I am here. In this body, I can return. In this moment, I do not have to abandon myself. The deepest safety does not come from making every person stay, every plan succeed, every outcome behave, and every problem disappear. That kind of safety would be impossible to maintain because life moves, people choose, plans shift, and seasons change. Deep safety begins when you become a trustworthy presence for yourself inside those changes. It begins when the frightened part of you learns, even if something is uncertain, I will not leave myself alone in the fear. This is the new parenting of your own heart. You sit beside the fear instead of becoming swallowed by it. You say, I know you are scared, but I am here with you now. This phrase is especially healing for the body. The body does not relax because you lecture it. It relaxes when it receives repeated signals of safety. So as you say, I am safe, let your voice be warm. Let the exhale lengthen. Let the jaw loosen. Let your hand rest on your chest, belly, or arm. Let the body feel that the words are not floating above you, but touching you. You may say, I am safe in this moment. I am safe to breathe. I am safe to pause. I am safe to take one step. I am safe to be with myself. The smaller the sentence, the easier the nervous system may receive it. Now we come to the fourth phrase, all is well. This phrase has been beloved by so many because it brings the mind back from the edge of catastrophe. But let us understand it deeply. All is well does not mean everything is easy. It does not mean nothing hurts. It does not mean you deny disappointment, grief, uncertainty, or change. It means that beneath the surface confusion, there may still be a larger order moving. It means you do not need to use one difficult moment as evidence that your entire life is broken. It means I do not yet understand this, but I refuse to give this moment the power to define my whole future. Use all is well when a plan changes direction. Use it when one door closes and you feel the old panic rising. Use it when you do not yet know why something happened the way it did. Use it when the mind begins to create a tragic meaning too quickly. The mind loves to conclude. It says, this is the end. Nothing works for me. I always lose. I knew I could not trust life. But all is well interrupts that spiral. It says, wait, the story is not finished. Do not make a permanent belief from a temporary storm. Do not give adversity the whole throne of your consciousness. There may have been moments in your life that looked wrong while they were happening, and later you understood that something wiser was unfolding. Perhaps a delay protected you. Perhaps a rejection redirected you. Perhaps a disappointment taught you self-respect. Perhaps a closed door stopped you from walking into a life too small for your soul. At the time, it may not have felt well. It may have felt confusing, unfair, even painful. But later, you saw a thread. You saw that life was still moving. You saw that something in you grew stronger, clearer, softer, or freer because you lived through that season. All is well is the phrase that helps you hold the possibility of order before you can see the evidence. This phrase does not remove adversity. It removes the absolute power you have given to adversity. A challenge may still be present, but it no longer becomes your identity. A loss may still be painful, but it no longer convinces you that life is only loss. An unanswered question may still be uncomfortable, but it no longer becomes proof that you are abandoned. When you say all is well, you are not lying to yourself. You are widening the frame. You are letting the heart remember that life is larger than this hour, this disappointment, this waiting, this fear. Now we come to the fifth phrase, I trust life. This is the phrase that completes the movement of letting go. First, you returned your dignity with I'm good either way. Then you put down control with the universe does it. Then you soothed the body with I am safe. Then you widened your vision with all is well. And now, with I trust life, you begin walking forward without being constantly guarded against the future. You stop treating life like an enemy that must be outsmarted. You begin to feel that even when you do not know the next answer, you can still be guided. Trusting life does not mean you will never feel pain. It does not mean everything will always happen exactly as you prefer. It does not mean you become passive, naive, or blind to reality. Trusting life means you believe that you can learn, recover, grow, receive support, and open to something better, even after difficult experiences. It means you believe guidance can reach you. It means you believe your path is not over because one chapter is hard. It means that somewhere beneath fear, there is still a part of you willing to say, life can help me, life can teach me, life can surprise me with good. Use I trust life when you are beginning a new chapter. Use it when you do not know the next answer. Use it when you are standing at the edge of change and the old self wants to run backward into what is familiar, even if what is familiar is painful. Use it when you want to stop living from old fear. Say, I trust life, and let it be a little bridge between where you have been and where you are going. You do not need to see the whole road. You only need enough trust to take the next honest step. Trust grows by walking, not by demanding the whole map in advance. There is a beautiful softness that comes when you begin to trust life again. You still have discernment. You still make choices. You still set boundaries. You still honor your body and listen to wisdom. But you stop living as if every unknown is a threat. You begin to feel that the future is not only a place where things can go wrong, it is also a place where healing can unfold, help can arrive, doors can open, love can deepen, and new versions of you can be born. I trust life allows the heart to face forward again. Now let us make these 5 phrases practical in one ordinary day. When you are worried about an outcome, say, I'm good either way. You can want the message, the answer, the opportunity, the plan, or the yes, but you do not need to make it the owner of your worth. When you want to control every detail, say, the universe does it. You have done what you can do. Now stop adding anxiety to the process. When your body becomes afraid, say, I am safe. Come back into the present. Breathe. Touch the body gently. Remind yourself that fear is a feeling, not always a prophecy. When things do not go as planned, say, all is well. Not because you enjoy the disruption, but because you refuse to let one disruption write the entire story. And when you step into something new, say, I trust life. Let those words walk with you. Let them enter the room before you. Let them sit beside you in the car, in the meeting, in the quiet evening, in the uncertain morning. These 5 phrases are not only sentences, they are 5 doors. Each door leads you out of a different kind of inner prison. The first door is freedom from attachment. I'm good either way opens that door. It helps you stop handing your emotional safety to one person, one answer, one result, one plan. The second door is freedom from control. The universe does, it opens that door. It helps you stop gripping what is no longer yours to carry. The third door is freedom from panic. I am safe opens that door. It helps your body remember the present moment. The fourth door is freedom from despair. All is well opens that door. It helps your mind stop turning a temporary difficulty into a final verdict. The fifth door is freedom from fear of the future. I trust life opens that door. It allows your heart to move forward again. You may choose one phrase for the morning. Before the day begins, ask yourself, which door do I need today? If you are waiting for an answer, choose I'm good either way. If you are overthinking and interfering with invisible timing, choose the universe does it. If your body feels tense, choose I am safe. If something has changed and the mind is becoming dramatic, choose all is well. If you are entering a new beginning, choose I trust life. You do not need all 5 at once. One phrase, deeply received, can change the tone of the entire day. You can write them on a card. You can place them near your bed, on your mirror, in your journal, or in your phone. But do not only read them, feel them. A phrase becomes powerful when it is connected to breath, body, and choice. Say the phrase, then soften the body. Say the phrase, then choose a calmer action. Say the phrase, then stop repeating the old story for a little while. Say the phrase, then let your next sentence be kinder. This is how the words become practice. This is how practice becomes healing. This is how healing becomes your new way of living. Let us imagine a simple moment. You are waiting for an important answer. The old mind begins its usual story. What if they say no? What if I lose this? What if I am not chosen? What if everything falls apart? You pause. You breathe. You say, I'm good either way. Immediately, you are not as emotionally dependent on the outcome. Then the mind says, but I must know. I must control this. You say, the universe does it. You have done your part. Now you stop trying to micromanage the invisible. The body still feels tight, so you say, I am safe. You come back to the room, the breath, the body. Then something shifts or delays, and you say, all is well. The story is not finished. Finally, you place your hand on your heart and say, I trust life. And now you are no longer drowning. You are present. This is how freedom happens in small moments. Not once and forever, but again and again. The mind grips and you soften. The fear rises and you return. The old pattern speaks and you answer with a new voice. The world may not change instantly, but your relationship to the world changes. And when your relationship to the world changes, your actions, choices, boundaries, words, and energy begin to change too. You become less reactive. You become less dependent on certainty. You become less willing to abandon yourself just because life feels uncertain. There is also a deep healing message beneath all 5 phrases. They are teaching you that you are not helpless. You are not helpless when you do not get the answer you wanted. You are not helpless when you cannot control every detail. You are not helpless when fear moves through the body. You are not helpless when plans change. You are not helpless when the future is unknown. You have a place to return. You have words that can hold you. You have breath. You have presence. You have the ability to choose again. Say now, slowly, I am safe. All is well. I trust life. I release the outcome and allow peace to return to me. Let these words become a soft blanket around the heart. You do not need to solve everything in this second. You do not need to know every answer. You do not need to be beyond fear before you deserve peace. Peace can return in the middle of the unknown. Peace can return before the phone rings. Peace can return before the door opens. Peace can return because you are choosing not to abandon yourself while you wait. I release the outcome does not mean I do not care. It means I stop tying my identity to it. It means I stop strangling the process. It means I stop saying, only this exact thing can save me. I allow peace to return to me means peace is not far away. Peace is not something I must earn after everything becomes perfect. Peace can come back now, through one breath, one softer thought, one phrase, one moment of trust. Peace returns when I stop fighting myself. And if the old fear returns later, that is all right. You have not failed. The mind may need repetition. The body may need many reminders. The heart may need time. Healing is not about never being triggered again. Healing is about knowing how to come home more gently when you are triggered. These 5 phrases are pathways home. Use them with love. Use them without pressure. Use them when the mind gets loud. Use them when the heart feels tired. Use them when you are standing in the doorway of change. Let us close by blessing these 5 doors of freedom. May I'm good either way return your dignity to your own hands. May the universe does it help you place down the burden that was never yours to carry. May I am safe bring your body back to the present moment. May all is well keep you from making despair your religion. May I trust life open your heart to the future again. May these words travel with you, not as empty phrases, but as living reminders that peace is available, guidance is possible, and you do not have to grip life so tightly to be held by it. So today, choose the phrase you need most. Whisper it while you breathe. Write it in your journal. Say it in the mirror. Repeat it before sleep. Let it interrupt the old story. Let it soften the body. Let it remind you that you can care deeply and still be free. And if you are ready to let go a little more gently today, write in the comments, I trust life. Let this be your promise, not that you will never feel afraid, but that fear will no longer be the only voice you follow. You are safe. All is well. You can trust life again.